Welcome to footballgameplan.com, where football makes sense. I'm Emery Hunt, the czar of the playbook. Mike McCarthy is the producer behind the boards. It's that time of the year where we go through all 32 teams with our 7-round mock draft. And before we get started, let's take a look at the mock draft rules. First, these picks are based off what I would do as the GM of the team, not based off what I think will happen or what will actually happen in April's draft. And we use Football Game Plan Scouting's prospect rankings and big board, which you could find at footballgameplan.com/FBGP scouting. These picks are based off what I believe the team needs are, and there are no trades in this mock draft. And finally, it's only a mock draft, so you can relax that sphincter and enjoy the video. The Oakland Raiders have been extremely busy in free agency and enter the draft armed with 3 first-round picks. I went right to work on their defensive line with Rashawn Gary out of Michigan. He's one of the more athletically gifted players in this draft class and will be an immediate impact player along that Raiders defensive line. Tight end TJ Hawkinson gives offensive coordinator Greg Olson a player that can line up in line, be a flex guy, or be an H-back, giving them a legitimate passing threat that can unlock the rest of the passing game in the process. Byron Murphy out of Washington is a really good corner that I think is better as a nickel back, and I know they just signed Nevin Lawson, but there's no downside to adding more premier corners to your secondary. Running back Josh Jacobs gives them a starter that has a bit of wiggle to his game. It's his ability to make the first guy miss that makes him a solid prospect. And I'm a big fan of the versatile game of Houston linebacker Mek Ibule. He's athletic enough to run with tight ends, backs, and some receivers. Very good football IQ to excel in zone and could be an excellent fit in Oakland. So could Deion Harris out of North Dakota. The 6'2 corner was a premier FCS prospect coming into the 2017 season before missing the entire year with an injury. This past year, we saw him get back to form as one of the best ball hawks in the FCS and could see a future as a free safety at the next level. Wide receiver Brody Oliver was excellent at the East-West Shrine game. He's 6'3", 210 pounds, and he can play any one of the 3 receiver spots and excel. He's also great after the catch. And finally, I added a quarterback in round 7 with Penn State's Trace McSorley, who just seems like a John Gruden type of a guy. McSorley is adamant on playing the quarterback position and would instantly upgrade the athleticism at this spot for Oakland. So that's a wrap here from the Football Game Plan Scouting Studios. I'm Emery Hunt, the czar of the playbook. Be sure to follow me on all of my social media accounts. Don't forget to check out and subscribe on iTunes to Football Game Plan Podcast, where you can find our Scout Team podcast, which features a bunch of prospect interviews from the 2019 class. And as always, subscribe to the Football Game Plan Network, located at youtube.com/footballgameplan.